What is up, YouTube? I am Eric and you are watching Retro Video Game Pickups. In this video we are talking about how GameStop is forcing customers to wear face masks, but the employees can't really do anything about it. So if you like games, consoles, or product reviews, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. With that being said, let's hop into it. Okay, so I saw this article a few days ago and then I saw that it had an update, so I wanted to talk about it and let you guys kind of know where everything is at and kind of go through it and kind of talk about it, read through it with you guys, and then after that I will actually talk about my opinions and all of that about it. This is from Kotaku. It says, GameStop will require all customers to wear face masks. Then it says, update, but employees can't enforce it. So that is why I wanted to talk about it, because that title is an interesting one. I think that's where we need to really dig into this. GameStop will require all customers to wear face masks in the United States starting yesterday, July 27th. They said from a press release. They believe it's the right thing to do, ensure the health and safety and well-being of the associates and customers, providing a safe environment in their stores, for all customers and all employees. Wearing a face covering is a simple step every one of us can take to ensure the safety, blah blah blah. They're kind of playing like the political way to say that. And I want to state this video is not going to get political at all, so don't be worried about that. It's going to be straight to the facts from this article, and then I'll talk about how I feel about it. If you feel differently, comment down below and let me know. Let's start a conversation. Debates are welcome, but no arguments or stupid crap like that. The struggling video game retailer made headlines when they kind of weren't doing anything back in March. They spoke about the inadequate situation, and they weren't sanitizing. They were being forced to stay open and then being forced to close in some instances. That's all from back when COVID started, maybe March and April time period. But then the update came. According to GameStop employees, they will not be allowed to refuse service to customers that aren't wearing masks, nor will they be able to ask them to leave the store. In a memo sent to stores today, employees are instead asked to follow several steps, including offering a mask for them and suggesting alternate ways of shopping. Now, if they refuse to wear the mask or they're attempting to escalate the problem, the customer will be asked how we could assist them quickly and kind of move them out of the store, kind of to resolve the issue without actually doing anything. So another update, they're meant to protect employees because several workers were attacked and all that. Even some were even killed, apparently, based on this report, for asking customers to wear a face mask. With this, GameStop joins Walmart, Target, Best Buy, Starbucks with the implementation of requiring masks to be worn. So while many have fought back the government assistance and all that stuff, the rise of COVID has kept going, and it's gotten political, basically. So that's kind of how that they end this up. Now, I wanted to talk about this because there are a few things in here that I think are interesting, and I feel like there are other things that are like, it's just GameStop doing exactly what they did the last time anything happened, the time before. It's just a revolving door of GameStop making poor decisions. Now, first off, I don't want to get into should you wear a mask, should you not wear a mask. All that political stuff doesn't matter. That's not what we're talking about here. Here, we're going to talk about what I think about GameStop requiring the mask and then not requiring it. Now, first off, it is July, almost August. This has been happening in the United States roughly since March, which means March, April, March, April, May, June, and July. 5 months, almost 6 months. And this is the thing that gets me. They didn't require masks at all through that whole time from March to equivocally August, which is 6 months. And now all of a sudden, GameStop's trying to act like they're these heroes, putting out these press releases like, hey, look at this, we're doing all these great things, trying to keep our associates protected and all that. And I feel like that is a big misinterpretation of the truth here. GameStop hasn't cared for their associates. Go back to when they were still open, when they should have closed because the government in the local areas were telling them they needed to close and all that, but they were saying they're essential businesses and we're staying open for that, and risking those same associates here 6 months later that they're saying they're protecting their health and their family's health and potentially their lives if they've got this. Now, I think this is an issue that has been blown crazy out of proportion. And when I say that, I don't mean that the virus isn't a thing. I don't mean that it's not spreading. I think the political side of it blew it out of proportion. One side is saying don't wear masks at all. The other side is saying wear masks, and it's just people butting heads. And so I think that's an issue in itself. This is something that I think GameStop should have done 4 or 5 months ago. I think 6 months is almost too little too late. Now, yes, the coronavirus is spiking and people are getting it more and more. And so I like seeing them say, yes, you gotta wear masks, but I feel like it's a little bit too little too late. And that's why I kind of wanted to state it here is I don't care about the political stuff. I've said it a few times in this video. I'm probably going to say it a few more times. That doesn't matter here. It's whether or not GameStop is going to protect their customers and their associates or employees and take the precautions needed. Now, in this article, they talked about how back then GameStop wasn't doing well for the sanitation stuff. They weren't doing very good to kind of keep it clean and all that stuff. It was more of like a PR move saying, yeah, look at us, we're doing it, but in the back end they weren't really. And so I think that brings us full circle to now they're doing it as a PR move, but not really. And I say not really because of the tagline. Update, employees can't enforce wearing masks. So even if they have a mandate that says GameStop customers must wear masks, if someone walks in without a mask, GameStop employees can't do anything. Which basically means that they're just saying, yeah, we're gonna say we're doing good, but we're not really. And so I think this is an issue for me, is because the problem lies in those employees. Now these employees are gonna be put in hard situations. If they do require you to wear a mask, yes, I understand, but they're putting them in a higher risk of getting it by not requiring it actually. They say they're requiring it, it's all on paper, but if you walk in without one, they're not supposed to stop you. So it's basically pointless. Just to me, it seems like GameStop wants to protect themselves by doing both things, by saying, yeah, they gotta wear a mask. That way, if an employee gets sick or something from the job, they're not gonna sue the company. But at the same time, if a customer comes in, an employee tries to get them to put on a mask and an altercation happens or something gets broken, GameStop doesn't want to be reliable or held responsible for it. And I think that's another problem here, is GameStop's not taking responsibility for either thing. They're saying, hey, we're requiring you to wear a mask, but if you don't, that's okay. That's not a requirement then. So I have an issue with this. GameStop yet again is doing what GameStop does, and you guys are seeing it, I'm seeing it, Kotaku's seeing it. It's just a revolving door. One after another, and GameStop is still probably failing. Now sales have been picking up on game sales overall, and I've been seeing and reading that, but we haven't seen how GameStop's been doing yet, so we're still waiting to see on that. But I don't think GameStop should be saying you have to wear a mask, but then aren't going to require it. And so I think this is going to just spark more, I guess, unrest between customers and employees, and the employees and the management and upper management, all that stuff. It's just a bad situation for those employees working in the store, because upper management only sees the numbers and only cares about the numbers, whereas those employees are literally on the floor selling games, potentially risking their lives or their families' lives to basically make sure the upper management gets their sales. And I think that's where this is falling apart, and I think this could ultimately, and I always say this when I talk about GameStop in a negative way, could ultimately be their downfall by how they handle things. It could just be one thing that tips the iceberg over, and you see everything below the surface that they're trying to keep away from us. And I think that's probably inevitable, and it's probably going to happen really, really soon. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to know what you think. Comment down below and let me know what you think about wearing masks at GameStop. What that means. Does that mean anything good to you, or does that mean it's bad? But they're really not requiring it, so why does it really even matter? So all that stuff, I want to say thank you very much for watching. It really does mean a ton to me when you guys watch. I have so much fun making these videos. This one was wild. I have more GameStop videos in the playlist if you're interested in that. But I want to say thank you so much for watching. I keep repeating that, but I really do mean it, and I am thankful for that. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification. That way you know when I post more videos, which is every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And one more time, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, this isn't political or anything, but wear a mask when you go outside, wash your hands, stay 6 feet away from each other, practice social distancing, all of that stuff, so you keep you and your family safe. Now, I want to say one more time, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you have a good day.